What's up everyone and welcome to you on the MOONCHARTS YouTube channel. Hope that you're all doing very well as always, and yes, we have been able to plan this in the last update. We are able to predict the next move because we're using Elliott Wave, and Elliott Wave as always predict the next move. That's pretty crazy. I'm not joking. Look at this. This was planned here. Of course, this was not the only and main scenario at all. I mean, not the main. We did not release some main scenarios, but the only thing I had to do here was to check the order flow here. Okay, the data we got on this very top, as you can see here, the most probable target was raised 123.27. If you go and check out the last update here, the most probable target was a 123.27. Look at the price here, $29,118. $29,118. That's absolutely crazy. So I hope you took that trade. The data was absolutely crazy for a short on the order flow here. If you go back and go check out the top right here, it was pretty cool. So yeah. Now, of course, I'm going to cover what we can expect next year because, yeah, of course, we'll have some different possibilities as always. We're going to cover all of this. The thing is, what we'll have to do first, if we're in this configuration, is to pull the extension tool from the A-wave root, sorry, here, to the A-wave bottom, to the B-wave top, okay? Once we have done this, we just have to add the 618 1-to-1 extension, 123, 1618, okay? So these are all the C-wave targets. For now, we got a bounce of the 618 here, as you can see. So that is the first target, that is the second target, that is the third one right here, and that is the last one. Okay. This is also what, by the way, we have planned yesterday in the daily update on Bitcoin. Every Tuesday and Thursday I'm live with everyone on the YouTube channel. So by the way, yeah, don't forget to smash the like, to subscribe, and to subscribe if you want to get noticed, and to turn on notifications. Very important. But yeah, so from here, what we have in the C wave, we have a 5 waves, impulsive or ending. What we can count here is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we already have 5 waves. Now the thing is, it can be done as we can make something bigger in this wave here. Why? Because here, if we have 5 waves, it can be just a smaller wave, for example, of a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this is something we really have to be aware of, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're going to cover all different stuff, but yeah, this is something we'll have to be aware of. Okay, possible bigger wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. Now we already got a bounce of the 618. As always, I'm testing some few levels at the moment. With a bounce of the levels I'm testing, so it's pretty cool because the 618 is never well touched it. So I'm trying to find some few fibs that can match when we don't touch this exactly to the dollar. But anyway, so as you can see, for the moment the fibs are getting well respected, and on every single pound I got a stop on the 618. So I'm gonna make this next. But anyway, I'm gonna let VIPs know, of course, first of all. But anyway, so yeah, this can be done, okay, right here, as we can do something bigger. For now, we got a bounce of the 618. So for example, that was a long to take in any case. Now the data on that low was not crazy good for a long, to be honest. So I'm just remaining my long from lower, but keep in mind it's possible to go and form some big impulse. I mean, a big impulsive to the downside. Okay, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, and then finally get the rise. Okay, this is something possible. Now, so this is the first possible configuration. Okay, well, I mean, the first configuration we'll have planned. No, this is not the first configuration we'll have planned. This is one of the configuration we'll have planned. Okay, now this is the one I'm taking at the moment, but there is a second configuration I'm aware of, and I will really not forget clearly. Okay, so I'm just going to add all of this right here into the lower time frame one. Okay, and by the way, after the flat is done, what we can look for is simply, you know, the higher time frame bull number 1, so to speak here, the wave 1, 2 to be done in that case with this configuration. But I mean, it will be crazy bullish. I'm not going to take this. I'm going to show the other configuration we can take here. Okay, in that case, the wave 2 will be done here, and as always, the other configuration is this, where the wave 2 is done. I mean, we'll have double wave 1 2 instead of a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2 here. Okay, this is what will make a bit more sense to be not super bullish. I really don't like to be super bullish or super bearish. But anyway, so yeah, you already know the bigger time frame scenarios. I'm not going to repeat myself on that. And if you want to get some more details, you can go and check out the last update, by the way. The last update to this one, I re-explained all the different possibilities, and this is what, for example, have planned always VIPs here, this short trade. I mean, what we have planned with the YouTube channel, really. After, of course, recognize this nice long trade here on Sunday already. Recognize this nice long trade. And by the way, these waves here are the wave I'm going to show you, and we're going to take for the next possible configuration. Okay, so here, what we can take here is simply, so the ABC file we have planned on Sunday with VIPs, and on Tuesday normally with you on the YouTube channel. So A, bam, B, and C right here. Okay, we're going to cover this white stuff. It's more likely stopping here. Red wave right here. I'm gonna pull this like that, and so here we'll have a wave 1 right here, a wave 2. So this is an ending. Okay, this is an ending, and as always, a leading So this is an A wave of a zigzag, that is a flat, so we cannot, this is a triple wave having an A wave of a flat, but a leading appear in a wave 1 of an impulsive, or in an A wave of a zigzag, and an ending appear in a C wave of a flat, of a zigzag, or of a wave 5. Okay, so that's a C wave. We can get here an ending, okay, and so the ending, as always, the ending wave 5 can be truncated. So speak here, stop before the wave 3 bomb. A leading, it's not possible. The wave 5 cannot be truncated, but an ending, it is possible. So here in that case, we will make, I mean, we made this 5 waves 0 half pound Sunday with VAPs, okay, but the wave 5 just do not make that new low, just stop before to make a truncated wave 5, okay, and so that brings us with these 5 waves down. And from here, what we can count, it's simply another wave 1, okay, wave 1 right here, wave 2 retracement, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a wave 5 truncated again. So wave 3 top here, wave 4, and a wave 5. If we have a 5 waves to the upside here, and we are looking for, I mean, we can still make, for example, here, you know, in the B wave, an ABC zigzag. Okay, it's still possible to make this kind of A, B, and then a C here, or maybe a bit of a bigger B wave. We're going to cover this. But to make a C wave, just to take the high and to still stop, you know, on this right here, bam, to make the B wave here again, just go a bit higher and then retrace. But if we go really too high and too above, really above the 120 to 127, this is not valid anymore. Okay, so we're taking in that case something I gotta go normally a lot higher. I mean, minimum to 30k will have to be over still a bigger time frame bearish plan, but anyway, not going to focus on this. So yeah, this is what we can take. Okay, now the other configuration with this, and the main idea really is, if we take the new high, I'm going to take a wave 1. Gonna add some bigger waves. Wave 1 here. Yep, wave 2 retracement, and wave 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just gonna add the waves so we can see everything. Good, perfect. Now the thing is, we have more likely a 1, 2, 3, or 5 to the downside, right? So if we have a 5 waves down, yep, right here. So wave 1, I'm just gonna add back these blue waves. A wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5 here. Again, it can be, if we, for example, if we take the high directly, it can be a double XY, XNZ, but in any case, we have planned down. Normally, usually at top, for me, it was 4, 5 a.m., so I was clearly sleeping here. Sadly, I didn't, but anyway, I was just sleeping. I'm not all the time on the chart, but anyway, so yeah, that can be a double XY, XNZ. This is what I'm going to take, for example, if we get a push up directly here. But now the thing is, if we have 5 waves more likely, normally we should do an ABC zigzag. So speak here, A wave, B retracement, and a C wave to the downside. So that's why it can be, you know, for this configuration, just gonna add this right here. So lower time frame 2 right there. Bam. It can be for a bigger, so I'm just gonna put this back here. Perfect. It can be for a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as it can be just for an A, B, C zigzag. Okay, so what we'll have to do here, and to determine how we are, if we have to take a trade or not, this is simply by reading the order flow. We are just going to read this. We're just going to read this data when we hit our target. Okay, for example, here below, around there, we have a daily level right here. If you guys can see a bit below, so this, for example, right here, the daily, we have a daily with, just gonna add only this right here. We have a daily with a TPO and a naked session path control here. So we have all of this, as you can see, this zone of support below. That will be, for example, the possible A, B, C zigzag extension. Okay, so A wave, B retracement, and a C wave to the downside into here. Now from here, when you hit this target, okay, first look for a swing foot pound right here of that low. Okay, so we'll have to look for a swing foot pound. So take the low, get the demand directly here to reclaim. If we don't get a demand, we're going to look for a continuation into the next target. From the next target here, the only thing you have to do is to check out the data. What data we have? Do we have any MC reaction? Do we have any trap trolls? Do we have any absorption there with the trap trolls? Do we have anything that is good for a long trade? Yes, no, yes, okay, we take the trade, no, okay, we just remain patient. In that case, we just wait. More likely in that case for the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Okay. Yep. Yeah, this was the screenshot right here, right there. Show you earlier, right here. Anyway, so yeah, this is how you have to trade it. You know, you have some different configuration. Just trade this next to the targets you're going to plan based off the reaction. For example, here, what we're going to do, if we do this ABC zigzag, we're going to pull the extension to from the A wave bottom to A wave root, sorry, to the A wave bottom to the B wave top. For now, let's take the case that this is a B wave top, where you're going to look for a stop. So on the 618 right here, as always, never well to test a swing through pound below. Once we have done this, if there is no swing through pound, we just look for the 1-to-1 extension that matches against here, for example, with the daily, all the targets we have planned below here, okay? And if we just lose this, we're just going to make a new low here. As always, if we make a new low, okay? If we just do this, for example, the wave 2 cannot break the wave 1 route. We recognize that we've got no trade to take before, and we just have to take the C wave of this right here. So just gonna remove that. We just take this. Okay, not more complex, we just take this. Okay, so these are at the moment the lower time frame possibilities, to be honest with you. Okay, so if we just get acceptance above here, right here, so we don't do this, we just do this, for example. Here we just get acceptance above. We look first of all, you know, for the A B C zigzag to still be this bigger A B C flat. Okay, but if we really get acceptance above here, we're just taking this wave 1 to here to 1 to here to make the wave 3 4 5. If we do, by the way, this impulsive to the upside here, what target we're sure reach normally is simply here the 1618 on the wave 3. Okay, next retrace 38.2, because as always a wave to have 73% chance to retrace between the 50 and the 618 66%. Surprise, surprise, where we got a bounce. Okay, anyway, so wave 3 here, 1618, retracement here, 38.2, because we have done a regular wave to retracement, so regular wave for retracement next, and so the wave 5 should go to the 120 extension. As always, be aware of that. We'll have some very big resistance around 30k, 29,500 to 30k. So if you manage to break this, we're going to look next for a swing through pan of what? Of the previous top here. But if we do not swing through pan here, we're going to go a lot higher. Okay, so around 35,000 normally, if I'm mistaken. So this is the most common impulsive to the upside, but keep in mind we have some very strong resistance here. So if you break this resistance, we can absolutely do some really big push to the upside. So for example, do a wave 3 on the 261.8, on 361.8, for a 23.6, we can do all these targets right here, and even maybe an extension. Now we do not take this directly because we bet on the most probable target first of all, but if we get nothing good, for example on the order flow for a short here, we're just going to look for a continuation to the next target. Okay, so yeah, this is how we can approach the market right now. These are all the different possibilities you have with Elliott Waves, the more likely ones. As always, there are of course some tons of different configurations, but we focus on the main ones. And yeah, the only thing I have to do here from the targets we have planned is to read the order flow. From here, you can see the imbalances, you can see how many longs you have, how many shorts you have, if these are longs opening, if these are longs closing, if these are liquidations, you can see if these are some people getting wrecked. You can see all of this, raise the open interest here, you can see absorption, you can see the limits here, if there is, yeah, there are some limits absorbing, for example, the move, you can see all of this really. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And so you can make decisions thanks to this if you if you have or not to take a trade. That's pretty cool. So as always, if you want to get more of this, you can go on the MOONCHARTS.fr website. You have all the information there. And yeah, that's it really. So really hope you enjoyed. As always, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. This is very important. And if you have some questions, really do not hesitate to write them down below in the comment section. It's a real pleasure as always for me to answer this, so really do not hesitate. And yeah, wish you all a very good weekend. Take care, this is important. Take a bit of a break from the chat. There is no crazy move, and you don't need to be here. No worries, you're going to come back on Monday stronger and yeah, fresh and everything, so you can just crush the chart. Anyway, I wish you all a brilliant day, have a nice weekend, take care, and see you in the next one. Cheers.